That boy who used to spend days in the garage with only his imagination and a couple hand tools has gotten lost in the grind of the real world. I think it's time we find him. Red, white, and blue barbecue. 4th of July as a kid, this was it. The very definition of summer. No school, long, hot days, drinking water straight from the hose, late nights, and the fireworks. Man, my father ruled those days. We had neighbors sitting on top of their houses watching our display. No joke, suburbia at its finest. And the food, the ribs, baked beans roasting and cooking for hours, beer, cheese, bread mold, watermelon, fruit basket. It was the essence of summer, the very soul of it. And today, we honor that day. I have 4 unapologetically red, white, and blue builds. So please hit that like and consider subscribing if you haven't already, and let's get rolling. The first is a 3-pack. You've seen these before, quick and easy, and they scream 4th of July. They've come on the last 4 or 5 years. 2x4s or 4x4s, if you want them bigger, go for it. Perfection. I'm going 8, 10, and 12 inches. Square up the edges and cut the sides at the miter saw. Mark it, square it up, or diagonal it, I guess, and drill some holes in the center of their tops. Then hit up the wen. And I tell you, I do not want to use this beauty. I just detailed her up over on Tool Tested, a cleaning and review video for the middle of this week. She is so gorgeous right now, I don't want to dirty her up. But what are you going to do? Smooth it up and round over the edges. When it comes to painting, some people like them shiny red, brilliant blue, and pristine white. No, not me. If you follow this channel, that will come as no shock to you. I like it rustic. I like it worn. I want it to tell a story, even though it's not 250 years old. Some blue tape, some star stickers from my Cricut. Some blue tape, some star ticker, some blue tape and some star stickers from my Cricut. You can buy them or just freehand them. Then it's paint. I go light, I go sparse. When it's dry, sand it up, roughen those edges, then glue some fuses in. A perfect centerpiece for that 4th of July barbecue, a coming attraction for when the sun goes down. All right, number 2. I made one of these about a year ago and I joked I wanted to red, white, and blue it up. Today I'm doing that. When they're all laid out, they'll look like fireworks. Maybe. We need some 3/4 stock, roughly an inch wide. I'm not sure how many I'm going to make, 2, maybe 3. Rip them to width. Then 4.5 inches at the miter saw. I need 6 per build. Then I mark the centers of one end and bring it to a point, 60 degrees on each side. Now, last time I made these, I used the benchtop sander, but this time I got the Temple Tools Little Demon, and she makes short work of it. Then I sand them, a little at the wedge to square up the points, get them sharp, then to the top, all edges getting a heavy round over, quickly and easily. A little layout to make sure they're all squared, then I drill some 5/32 inch holes through the points. This is where my elastic's going to go, so your size might be different. You can do this by hand. I prefer my drill press. I got it. I'm going to use it. I was going to make 3, 1 red, 1 white, and well, 1 blue. But my neighbor came by and quite honestly, he wouldn't stop talking. That's the one downside of summer, having to socialize. He didn't even bring me an adult beverage. I mean, where's the hospitality in that? So, two it is. And I think we'll make each one a little red, a little white, and a little blue. A smorgasbord of color. Paint dried, rough it up. We want it rustic. Not bright, not pretty, battle worn. Run the elastic through the holes, pull it tight, tie it off, cut the extra off, and shove it into the hole. Rivets for the table, and they look great. Number 3, we need a block of wood, 3/4 inch stock, roughly 7 by 12 or so, maybe 7 by 10, it doesn't really matter. I think this will work. Scar earns her keep today after a couple rough weeks. This rough sawn lumber is out of whack, it's not square, it's not straight. But a cross cut to square the first side, rotate it and rip the longer side, rotate it again, then another cross cut, and rip the last side. And look at this. I mean, perfectly square. No table saw required. Come in about an inch on each side. Center it and drill down about a 1/2 inch into the wood. I'm using a 1/2 inch Forstner bit here to match my dowels. Again, smaller dowels, smaller hole. Now, one last board, the same length. I don't know. I'm thinking 1.5 inches wide. It could be 2 if you want, somewhere in that range. Just a quick cut to size and then rip it at the table saw. We round the corners over. Couple holes. Now, I messed up here, and I went again with the 1/2 inch, but I want them a little wider so that the dowels slide easily in and out. So I take my step bit out and drill them. And unfortunately, leave myself some hand sanding. Trace the curves out and hit up the wen. Just lean right into the curve, sliding into the lines. Then sand it all down, heavy roundovers, giving it a nice worn look and feel. Okay, the base gets a poor man's chamfer or budget bevel if you prefer. Too far behind to whip out the router table, it's buried somewhere. I just do one here at the benchtop sander. Hold it down and get a nice smooth chamfer. The dowels get a little round over on the tips. Then it's red, white, and blue. Paint, sand, dry brush some grub on if you want, glue the dowels in, and done. Nothing worse than having all the napkins blow away every single time that wind gust comes. Well, maybe loading your paper plate full and having it fold under the weight of it. Yeah, I saved my ribs that day but burnt my hands in the process. A fourth I'll never forget. Build number 4 died, an ungodly death. For the 4th build, we're cheating. We're taking one of my favorite builds of all time. I lay the base out quickly, 3.5 inches on each side, leaves me an inch in the middle where the dowel will stick. Then I hit up the miter saw for a quick cut. Then rip the strips to width. The thinner stock gives me a little harder time. My push sticks are designed for thicker stock. I'm going to have to make some new ones, I guess. Back at the bench, we hit the layout up again. I draw roughly an 1/8 inch line on the top of one side, then along the bottom of the opposite side. Then flip the board and do the reverse. We'll remove all the white space, creating a thin sliver of an angle, creating a propeller. But how to remove it? This is where my late night half dream, half memory brain took over. I'm just going to sand it. I think last night in my dreams I knew it, but I think that my benchtop sander will work to perfection. Easy, easy. Look, you can whittle it down, you can hand sand it, grinder maybe, I don't know. You remember those wooden helicopter spinny doohickeys? They were great. Well, until you spun it the wrong way and it came back and took a chunk out of your chin. I'm thinking we can build one, and I'm hoping it actually flies. I sand away all 4 edges. Doing it this way creates that nice little curve and angle to hopefully give our doohickey the lift needed. Look, if you have a dowel in your stash, use it. I'm going to try and make one. I lock the sliver into a drill and try to sand it. It's working, but it's not removing the edges nearly fast enough. It's far from perfect. It's not symmetrical. Then drill a hole in the middle of the propeller and sand it to fit. The maiden flight. I mean, this is great. I love this thing. In all honesty, the first flight was the best. I've had it go kick off to the left, to the right, up, down. I'm going to be spinning this thing all day. Put it on a tray in the front of your booth. There's no way you don't get 50 all day long. Maybe even $1.50. All joking aside, sand it up, paint it, stain it, sell it for a couple bucks. It's a blast to make either way, and kids of all ages love them. And since we can't play lawn darts anymore, what else are we going to do? And here we are, not bad for an afternoon's work, and some scrap destined for the fire pit. Which ones are your favorite? There's still a few days left before the 4th. Going to give any of them a try? The 4th means a lot of things to me. 250 years of this great country, family and friends. Take your time, kick back, and enjoy. These are the days we're meant to remember, and there are not many of them like this. As always, thank you for watching and choosing to spend 15 minutes building with me. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Until the next time.